This is an emergency update on Fisker. The EV maker plunged 40% in yesterday's after hours as investors are concerned about the company's ability to stay in business intensifies. And we see at the open on the daily chart, price has been pretty much cut in half. Again, this is the $0 level. We are 16 cents from price being at zero. This is a far cry from where price was when it had support. Price broke support, became resistance at 75 cents. We had this gap down on earnings. A far cry from when we had this base drop pullback into the daily sellers level at $1.05. And it's also a far cry from, if I scroll up to the monthly chart, this drop in price, one basing candle and the drop, but on the weekly time frame gave you a pullback, which was clues to continue to short it. You can see that better on the monthly sellers level. Do you see the theme? We have a drop in price. This is now another headwind in terms of resistance. They'll get some money from somewhere, and potentially there'll be another opportunity to short it. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the details. So on Wednesday, the Wall Street Journal cited people familiar with the matter, reported that Fisker had hired restructuring advisors to work on a potential bankruptcy filing. Fisker declined to comment on the report, but earlier this month, the EV maker warned that it might not have enough money to survive another year. This is when we saw the price drop from 75 cents to, say, 50 cents. At the time, Fisker said it was in discussion with an existing investor about possibly putting more money into the company to keep it afloat. The automaker said it would also lay off 15% of its workforce to cut costs. So putting more money into a dying company is like buying and catching that falling knife. Just saying. Last year, Magna produced. Now, this is the plant that they outsource. So I love their business model. Their overhead is cut drastically compared to other companies. They outsource their production to a company, a facility in Germany. But when you do that, you have less control of what's going on. Nevertheless, that plant produced a little over 10,000 Fisker SUVs, but fewer than half of those were delivered to customers within the year. The company previously announced Fisker expected to deliver about 20,000 vehicles this year, if it can stay in business. Last month, the company was dealt a social media headache when Marquise Brownlee, an American YouTuber, made a video about Fisker's Ocean model for his YouTube channel, titling it, "This is the worst car he's ever reviewed." That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Worse than VinFast. All right, so just getting back to the charts again. History is going to repeat itself. They'll get a bailout, reverse stock split, but that's going to be an opportunity to short. You heard it first. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.